CBS Y&R The Restless Spoilers Full. Welcome back to our channel. Everyone, today is a fantastic day to dive deep into the madness of Genoa City. Grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get right into the chaos. I am absolutely losing my mind over this episode. Like, seriously, what on earth is Michael Baldwin thinking? I just finished watching and my jaw is literally on the floor. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the absolute betrayal we just witnessed. I mean, after everything Phyllis and Michael have been through, after all the years of him playing her legal knight in shining armor, he's actually letting Victor Newman pull his strings again. And for what? To prove his loyalty to the Newmans. It is so incredibly frustrating to watch a brilliant character like Michael just fold like a cheap suit the second Victor raises an eyebrow. Because let's be real here, Michael's loyalty has been a massive question mark for years. I've been watching since 2015, and this back-and-forth ping-pong game he plays between Victor and Phyllis is exhausting. 1 minute he is defending Phyllis against the entire world, and the next, he's Victor's lapdog. Am I the only one who is getting whiplash from this? I know some people are loving this dark, compromised version of Michael, but personally, I am sick of it. He is supposed to be the one guy Phyllis can trust, and now he's plotting to sabotage her business deal just because Victor wants his precious Newman empire back. So here is the deal: Victor doesn't just want Newman Enterprises back. He wants to completely annihilate Phyllis in the process. And he is using the whole Matt Clark situation to do it. Victor is literally pressuring Michael to help him catch Matt, which, fine, Matt needs to be stopped, but Victor explicitly demands that Michael do it in a way that ensures Phyllis loses. He wants Michael to ruin the deal, snatch the empire back, and leave Phyllis with nothing. It is so diabolical, but what makes my blood boil is that Michael is actually considering it. Like, Michael, do you not remember what Victor has done to you in the past? Why are you suddenly his most loyal soldier again? Wait, I need to calm down. Okay, back to the point. The sheer audacity of Victor demanding Michael prove his loyalty to the Newmans over Phyllis is just classic Victor. He can't stand that Michael has a mind of his own or friends outside the Newman bubble. And Victor knows exactly what buttons to push. He knows Michael is tired. He knows Michael is stressed out by Phyllis's recent chaotic behavior like kidnapping Matt Clark, which, okay. Was a choice but to use that exhaustion to turn Michael against her? That is a whole new level of manipulation. Victor wants to win, and he doesn't care who he destroys to get there. And what about Lauren in all of this? Lauren Fenmore is gonna absolutely lose her mind when she finds out what Michael has done. Lauren has been watching Phyllis spiral, sure, but she loves her. If Lauren finds out that her own husband is the one twisting the knife in Phyllis's back on Victor's orders, oh, that marriage is gonna be on the rocks. Michael is risking his marriage, his friendship, and his reputation, all because Victor Newman snapped his fingers. It is pathetic. But here is the absolute best part of the episode. The moment I literally screamed at my television, Phyllis found out. Yes, our girl is not stupid. You cannot pull one over on Phyllis Summers and expect to get away with it. When she realized that Michael, her rock, her confidant, her supposed best friend was actively working to sabotage her for Victor, the look on her face was chilling. It wasn't just anger, it was pure, unadulterated heartbreak mixed with a terrifying resolve. And I am entirely here for it. Because you do not cross Phyllis Summers. Remember when they tried this with Christine years ago? Yeah, didn't work then either. Phyllis operates on a completely different frequency when she is betrayed by someone she loves. And make no mistake, she loved Michael kinda like a brother. Now she is gonna scorch the earth. I can already see the wheels turning in her head. She is gonna make Michael regret the day he ever took a meeting with Victor Newman. She is gonna tear his life apart, and honestly, he deserves it. I am sorry, but if you betray Phyllis, you get the horns. I mean, think about the psychology here. Phyllis is already spiraling. She has been backed into a corner by Christine, manipulated by Victor, attacked by Sienna Bacall in a dark basement. She is running on pure adrenaline and paranoia. And the one person she thought was standing beside her in the trenches was Michael. Finding out he is a double agent for Victor, that is the final straw. It is gonna push her completely over the edge, and I am terrified but also so incredibly excited to see what she does next. She is gonna seek revenge, and it is gonna be spectacular. And while we are on the subject of the Newmans being absolute disasters, can we talk about Victoria and Nick? Oh my God. My heart is breaking into a million pieces for Nick right now, but at the same time, I am so frustrated with how this is playing out. Victoria finally cornered him. She caught him dead to rights. We all kinda knew this was coming, especially after the whole Vegas nightmare and the poison drugs, but seeing it actually happen on screen was gut-wrenching. Victoria is not playing around anymore. She walks in, she sees him with the pills, and the jig is up. Nick tries to play it off, right? He tries to do that classic addict deflection, telling her everything is under control. He's got a handle on it. But Victoria is not having it. She forces the confession out of him. And honestly, Amelia Heinel's acting in this scene was top-notch. You could see the exact moment Victoria's annoyance turned into sheer, paralyzing terror for her brother's life. So Nick finally breaks. He admits he bought more drugs. And of course, we know he bought them from Sienna Bacall, which is a whole other layer of twisted since Sienna is a Matt Clark fanatic. But what really gets me is Victoria's reaction. She doesn't just hug him and tell him it's okay. No, she goes full Newman executive on him. She decides right then and there that she is bringing Nikki and Victor into this. She is gonna force a massive family intervention because she knows Nick is gonna die if they don't step in. Because let's talk about Sienna for a second. Victoria finding out that Sienna is the one supplying the drugs is a massive game changer. Sienna isn't just some street-level dealer. She is a fanatic. She is violently loyal to Matt Clark. She literally attacked Phyllis in a dark basement to save Matt. So the fact that she is the one feeding Nick's addiction means this isn't just a substance abuse storyline. It is a targeted attack on the Newman family. Victoria realizing this makes her desperation so much more understandable. She isn't just fighting Nick's demons. She is fighting a literal enemy of the state who wants her brother dead. I know some people are loving Victoria taking charge, but personally, I am dreading Victor getting involved in Nick's recovery again. We saw what happened earlier. Victor gave Nick tough love and it just pushed Nick further down the spiral. Victor does not understand addiction. He sees it as a weakness, a lack of discipline. If Victoria brings Victor into this, it is gonna be a disaster. Nick is already terrified and feeling isolated. Having Victor bark orders at him is only gonna make him want to use more. And let's not forget Nikki's role in all of this. Nikki has her own history with addiction, so you would think she would be the perfect person to help Nick. But she is so emotionally fragile right now, especially after that horrific car crash where Nick nearly died. If Victoria forces this issue right now, the entire Newman family is gonna explode. It is like watching a train wreck in slow motion, and I cannot look away. Let's just take a step back and look at the big picture here. Victor is trying to reclaim his empire by forcing Michael to betray Phyllis, while simultaneously his own son is literally fighting for his life against a fentanyl addiction. The irony is just too much. Victor is so obsessed with power, so obsessed with beating Phyllis and Jack, that he is completely blind to the fact that his own family is crumbling from the inside out. He thinks he can control everything Michael, Matt Clark, Phyllis, Nick, but he can't. I am predicting a massive blow-up next week. Phyllis is gonna launch her revenge plot against Michael and is gonna blindside him. He thinks he can play both sides, but Phyllis is gonna expose him. Maybe she go after his marriage with Lauren? Or maybe she set him up to take the fall for something with Matt Clark. Whatever it is, I am here for the drama. And as for Nick, this intervention is gonna go horribly wrong. He's gonna feel cornered by Victoria and Victor, and I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a run for it again. Seriously, the writers are giving us everything right now. It is messy, it is emotional, it is frustrating, and I'm absolutely hooked. I just need Michael to wake up and realize he is on the wrong side of history here. You do not bet against Phyllis Summers when she has nothing left to lose. And Victor Newman needs to stop playing God with everyone's lives before he loses his son forever. I am gonna be thinking about this episode all night. Let me know if you guys agree with me, because I feel like I am taking crazy pills watching Michael do this.